So welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a quick little outfit depending on how I feel. Halfway through I may do another video, or I may just put everything in one video, but it's more than likely I'm going to do like a series with this outfit. So um using Blender 3.5. Yeah, 3.5. Let me turn on my screencast keys because this is going to be in real time. I hope this works. um, yeah, I'm not speeding this up, so okay, yeah, it's working. So I'm gonna model on the legacy body, which I took this model from the legacy dev kit, which we all know at this point you have to apply for and be approved to use. I do not share my dev kits. When I agreed to use this body, the terms of service was clear that I could not share it. So please do not ask, and please do not get mad at me if I tell you that I cannot share this body dev kit. Okay? If I share it with you, I won't be able to use it my damn self. Okay? So yeah, please don't ask. So I'm going to use Retopoflow. It's just easier for me. Turning on symmetry, and I'm going to use the contour tool, the poly pen tool, loops, and I may use the relax tool. I don't, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to work on the top first because I'm doing a two-piece set. So I'm going to do the top first. So holding down Control to activate the tool, going across. When I get to like right here under the arms, I start building the top of the shirt, and I'm using the poly pen tool to do that. Rounding out the armpit part a little more. I'll be honest, I do this part different every time I make a shirt. Um, it's not something that there's like one distinct way to do. It changes every time. Sometimes I do it with ease and grace, and sometimes I do it and it doesn't look the way I want it to. But I still keep going and work with what I got. Yeah. So now I'm just like bringing it to the back. it's gonna come together regardless. All depends on how I decide to bring it together. These over. Okay. Undo that because that's not how I want that. I kind of want to add a loop right here. Excuse the humming. But yeah, so just following along, taking my time. So I want sleeves, but I don't want them to be, you know what, fall is coming, so I kind of want some long sleeves. So I'm gonna go back into my contour tool, and I'm gonna hit shift and double click, and I'm gonna select those edges, the ones that weren't selected in the double shift. I'm gonna do it manually. Just make sure I hold down shift and select. So then of course I'm gonna activate my contour tool using control, and then I'm just going to go down along the arms. Again, I want long sleeve crop top kind of thing, because you know the season is changing. So yeah, I'm gonna take it all the way down to about here at the wrist. Yeah, that should be fine. I feel like I want to add a loop here though. Nah, just leave that. I'm gonna just fix it when I remesh. So okay, my top is finished. So now I want to work on the underwear or the bottoms. I'm kind of debating if I want to do underwear or if I want to do what's the name? Shorts, like biker shorts. But I do know I want it to have I don't want it to be straight at the waist. I want it to be curved down like this, like it's sitting on the hips. So I'm gonna start off like this instead of straight across like I normally do. And then when I get down here by the legs, closest I can to the bottom of the vag, then I'll just angle it a little more up. So that looks good. This part is literally trial and error. Sometimes it works, child, and sometimes it don't. So I'm gonna add some loops right here because this part here is gonna bother me. And I should probably add some loops in the back too. Fix this real quick and then add these loops in the back. Okay. All right. Back to this. So, shit. I'm going back into my contour tool because I decided I wanted to do some little booty shorts. And yeah, back to poly pen so that I could connect it.
Not connected to C's Beast.
Just kind of tweak it as I go along. I'm actually trying to figure out ways to give you guys the best content because I understand that there's a need for certain videos or certain tutorials or certain speed videos, just stuff that people want to see. So if there's something that you want to see specifically, how I do, comment it in the comments and I will definitely work on getting that video to you. Yeah, so let me use my relax tool. See some stuff that I want to fix, especially back here. So this is my outfit. So this is the outfit. Let's do some work on it. First thing I want to do is I want to hit W and I want to shade it smooth, and then I also want to come down here and convert it to a mesh. What that does is it applies all of the modifiers that I use inside of Retopoflow. So when you use the Retopoflow modifier, let me hit undo. These are the two modifiers that the program uses, so mirror and displace. So by converting it to a mesh, I am accepting those modifiers. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is I am going to subdivide my outfit. doing this because I like the way it shapes. I am going to use my quad remesher to remesh it, but I like the shape of it, and quad remesher is not going to smooth it as um, well as this is my subdivide. So after I do that, I'm going to, I like this shape is smooth. I'm going to hit W again, convert it to a mesh. That's what the topology looks like. Of course, that is very heavy. It's not going to stay that way. I'm going to use my quad remesher add-on, and I'm going to remesh it. So how this works is, of course, we're using symmetry. We are unchecking detect hard edges, and I am going to change this quad count to about 750. That works for me, and then I'm just gonna hit remesh it. So now when I hit tab, this is what my topology looks like, but it's still that smooth mesh that I had. Okay, not as smooth as this, but it's still smooth nevertheless. And then because now my topology isn't as heavy, I can always go back and add another subdivide modifier at 1, and it smooths it right back out to the way it was before. Make sure that I actually like the way this looks here. It's okay. It could be a little better. So you know what I'm going to do is, instead of 750, I'm gonna do 1000, and I'm gonna hit remesh. And it looks a lot better here at the crotch. The back isn't what I really want it to be, but yeah, that's nothing that can't be fixed. So the more topology you have, the smoother your mesh is. You don't want to go crazy with your topology and make it super heavy, but sometimes that's just how it is. So I'm gonna convert this to a mesh, and I like this. This looks good. Okay. So as of right now, I have an outfit, but it's one mesh, and I really want it to be 2 meshes. I want the shirt to be different, and I want the top to be a different mesh. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit select on my pants. I'm gonna use L to select the entire thing, so L, and then I'm gonna hit P and for separate, and I'm gonna do separate by selection. Okay, so now my top is one mesh and my pants are another mesh. Okay, um, I'm gonna rename my meshes because it'll help me. Shorts, and then top, top. This is gonna help me keep track of what I have going on. So now I'm going to unwrap. I'm gonna UV unwrap both the top and the pants. So I'm gonna do the pants first. I'm coming up here to the UV editing tab, and when I do pants, I like to do the seam directly in the crotch. I hit U. U is the shortcut, as opposed to coming up here and hitting UV. The shortcut for the UV menu is U, and then I hit mark seam. Then I like to put seams on either both sides. Hit U again, mark seam, and I'm gonna turn on my X-ray mode, which is Alt Z. Oh, that doesn't work. I gotta change that. But anyways, it would typically be Alt Z, but I have my gameplay set up that way. So I'm gonna hit Alt and select on the same line because I want it to be symmetrical. I'm gonna hit U and I'm going to mark that seam. I could stop there, but I also want to put a seam directly down the middle from the front to the back. Mark that seam. Then I'm going to select all and I'm going to hit U again and unwrap. So this is what this looks like when I unwrap. So I want to clean it up a little bit. So I'm going to use L to select and then R to rotate. Again, L and R, L, R, and then L and R. And if I wanted to know exactly what part of the shorts this was, I would turn on the UV sync selection tool so that I can see. So this is the front, this is the front, this is the back, and this is the back. So I'm gonna turn that off and hit all right here, and I want to line it up. So turn off proportional editing. I want to grab, hit G to grab, L to select, and G to grab. And I just want to clean up my UV a little bit because um, I want it to look pretty. Just grab that. Make sure that all of the pieces are within this square. And then I'm going to hit all and I can scale all of them down at the same time. You want to scale everything down all at the same time because, for instance, if you are working with pattern, you do not want the back of your shorts to have a bigger scale on the pattern than the front of your shorts. So you want to scale everything that's on one garment, you want to scale it all down at the same size. Okay, so I just unwrapped my shorts. So now I'm going to hit tab and select my top. When I unwrap my top, I have a few options to do so. Well, there are people who unwrap straight down the sides. I think those are the symmetrical. Yeah, I think those. And then they hit mark seam, and then they do these two lines down straight down here, and then they unwrap that way. And then you have the front of the shirt and the back of the shirt with the sleeves attached. I don't do that. I like to have my sleeves on a separate I like to have my sleeves have their own parts. So I am doing a seam here, trying to make sure that they're the same. Yeah, because the UV is symmetrical. So and then I'll do right here up on the top all the way here. I'll hit U and I'll mark seam and 7, and then I'll come across directly across and I'll do the same on the other side. So opposed to having just this piece on the back and this piece on the front, my UV will then look like this. I'll have the base of the shirt and then I'll have the sleeves separate. Of course, I'm going to have to rotate things. That's the back. This is the front. Then I have my sleeves. to just set it up. Make sure that it's nothing is overlapping. And again, if you're gonna scale everything on this garment at one time. Make sure you have enough space in between each piece. And we have now unwrapped our top. So we're gonna hit tab, layout, and one thing I always forget to do is add a material or rename my material. So these are my shorts, and this comes in handy for when I'm in Substance Painter. Um, my top and my bottom already have their name, so I don't have to change it in there. And then this is my top. So let me pull that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.